And welcome back to the 9th episode of Gramble On. I'm Steve, this is Bob. We're at the quarter mark of our betting season, so we're going to run down those numbers. They're not good, they're not great, not bad, not great, but they're good. You know, we could do better. If you've been sticking along with us this whole time, you're probably thinking like, why haven't I made money yet? But at least you haven't lost any money with us.
Yeah, that's basically what we're looking at. So anybody that needs to know, like, so basically the way that our season goes, it goes from the beginning of NFL all the way to the end of March Madness. So basically we have September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. So 8 months is our season. So every 2 months is our quarter. This is the end of the first quarter, and we just want to kind of share you the numbers.
So let's break it down. Week 1 we started off pretty hot.
Let's go overall. Let's go week 1.
Week 1 we started off hot, 58%. Rolled it into week 2 at another 52%. First 2 weeks were pretty hot. Week 3 is kind of what killed us overall. I mean, you're gonna have bad weeks, and that was our bad week, 38%. Week 4 we went 57%. Week 5 we went 59%. Week 6 we went 61%. Week 7 we went 50 flat percent. Week 8 54. And now you find us here. So I mean, honestly, I'm pretty happy about where I stand right now in my picks. Obviously, between me and you, we just had one bad week of 38%. That really diminishes our overall. But you know, other than week, what was it? Week 6 that was 50 flat. Everything else was high 50s, low 60s. So stick with us, guys. Obviously, week to week, we've been giving you some heaters. So
overall, in the 8 weeks, we came out 53.9%. Like I said, good. We're making money, just not as much money as we want to. If we get a mulligan and take out week 3, we're at 56.2%. So that's the way to go. NCAA has really been our dog. Mainly because of week 3, but a few other weeks too. And we're gonna work a little bit harder to bring that up or kind of file down those picks. And that's basically where we stand there.
We definitely are still right in the tightrope. But you know, as we go along, we're definitely gonna get better. So. And I definitely believe in that.
So now we're going into November. I don't remember a November where we were positive. So
I mean, I do remember a Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we're very good on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We usually win it all back on Thanksgiving. But as the drunken Steve during March Madness would say,
fade me, bro.
Just fade me, bro. Just fade me, bro. That was Steve down 1,200 last March Madness.
Night 1.
Fade
me, bro.
Just fade me, bro. No.
Yes.
We're sticking to the game plan. But yeah, and in true November fashion, I am starting off Thursday fading us. We're thinking Jets Colts under, and I'm going with the over and the Jets plus 10. So I'm fading us right off the bat in November.
Savage. See, I'm going with the no one scores more than 25 points.
I like it.
I like that bet.
Yeah, I like that bet.
That's
too.
what I'm going with. So I'm going to take at minus 108. No one scores more than 25 points.
It's not bad. We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll have a good November this year.
Maybe. Hopefully.
All right, let's get on to UFC. We got a fucking card.
The best card of the year. It's actually,
by far.
whether you bet it or not, watch it because it is going to be fucking exciting. We got 2 championship fights and 3 contender fights.
Yeah. Let's start it off.
We're gonna the first one on the card is gonna be Frankie Edgar versus Marlon Vera.
So Frankie Edgar's getting up there in age. I mean, if you really look back at his history, I think he's been in the UFC since the late 2000s. And good on him for keeping it going. But he's getting old, and he's fighting Marlon Vera, who's really good. He loses all of his decisions. If he puts it in the judge's hands, he loses. But I think Frankie Edgar's getting a little bit chinny, and I think the turnaround from that devastating knee from Corey Sandhagen is going to kind of catch up with him. I'm going to take Marlon Moraes. Even if you want to take it as it doesn't go to the judges, I think that's also not a bad bet.
And I think Frankie Edgar's getting a little old.
Yeah.
I like Marlon Vera myself. I just think he's got more to offer.
Yeah, he's younger. He's 28. You know, and he's like the Kmart version of Corey Sandhagen. You know, and I think he can get it done. Let's
moving on to the featherweight division. We got Shane Burgos versus Billy Quesadillas.
All right,
it's Billy Quarantillo. Billy Quesadillas.
So Shane Burgos was kind of that new promise that the UFC thought they had. He's on a losing streak right now.
He leaves himself open too much.
Very open to the right hand, and Billy really likes to throw that overhand right, and it lands a lot on Shane Burgos. This is another. Who knows really how this fight's gonna go, because Billy also, I don't see a really good gas tank in him either. But he's wild. He's gonna wrestle Shane, which is gonna help him out, and he's just gonna go straight forward at him, which is just not good for Shane Burgos. So I'll take Billy Quesadillas.
Billy Quesadillas. Gotta love the quesadilla, man. All right, now to start the fucking event, and this is really what the night's all about. Justin Gaethje versus Michael Chandler. Bob, I'm gonna start. I know you're the UFC expert, but the second I saw Michael Chandler walk into the fucking UFC, his fucking bulldozer mentality and the way he fucking rumbles and does not give a fuck. I mean, it's gonna be a headbanger, and I'm gonna choose in the headbanger Michael Chandler, but you can go on and tell them what the smarter pick is.
So the way to look at this is, both of them are champions out of other organizations, but Michael Chandler out of Bellator, Justin Gaethje out of PFL. Justin Gaethje has been in the UFC a little bit longer than Michael Chandler, and he's fought higher ranked opponents than Michael Chandler has. Michael Chandler, if you look at his record, it really shouldn't be 22-6. If he was in the UFC the whole time,
well, he was fighting fucking amateurs.
He fought like Benson Henderson like 4 times. Like, it's just like, all right, those are like, Benson Henderson wouldn't even be ranked in the UFC right now. So if you're gonna pick anybody to win, I'm gonna go with Justin Gaethje. But, and this is a huge but, Justin Gaethje and Michael have both come out and said that this is just gonna be a banger. They're gonna plant their feet and just throw fucking bones, and whoever is the tougher man is gonna fucking win. So the smart bet is that it won't go the distance.
I'll bet a knockout.
And take that.
I mean, whether or not that was said before, I would still bet the fact that someone's gonna get knocked out just because of both fighters' styles. They are, whether they want to say like, fuck this fight and we're just gonna square up and throw bones. I don't know. I kind of take that like a grain of salt, because these are both how both fighters fight. They both fucking stand toe to toe to whoever the fuck they face, and they chuck it. So yeah, I would take a knockout decision, or a no distance, whatever it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It's a safe. Honestly, I think it's a very safe bet.
Yeah, I think it is too. And if it was minus 170,
if it was a title fight, if there was 5 rounds, that would be a lock.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that's gonna get you in trouble is that 3rd round.
Yeah,
you know?
maybe, but I don't even think it'll get past the 2nd, to be honest with you. If they get back to their corner, it's gonna be it's gonna be crazy. But yeah, moving on to the co-main event.
We got our girl Rose Namajunas versus
Thug Rose
versus Weili Zhang.
So when you really break down this fight, Weili Zhang just picked up Henry Cejudo in her corner, and Henry's definitely telling her to wrestle. And if Weili follows that, she's in for a world of hurt against Rose Namajunas. The only way Weili has a good chance if she can keep it standing with Rose. Now, we go to the statistics on this. Anytime that they've run a championship fight back to back, the champion wins 9 out of 10 times. The only one time that it actually has happened that the other person wins back the title is Randy Couture, like 15 fucking years ago. So, there's a knock for Rose. Then you go into Rose, in any rematch that she has, she's 3-0 in every single rematch. And I think that she'll go 4-0 on this. And she always finishes earlier, except for Joanna Jędrzejczyk. That went the distance.
I'm not really trying to make a knock on Rose's character, but I'm gonna go this route and say that I think Rose, after that kick and knocked out Weili, I think she silenced all the doubters.
Yeah.
With that one kick, and now she doesn't really need to prove herself anymore. And I think Weili has more to fight for than Rose.
Yeah, and you look at Weili, she has a lot of that Deontay Wilder excuses.
That's why,
I was jet lagged. Oh, I didn't eat right. My weight cut was too much.
Well, that's your own fault.
Blah, blah, blah.
Playing a fucking earlier flight.
Yeah, just blaming it on everything else but Rose kicked you in the fucking face. So, that's where I'm going with that. And now on to the main event of the evening.
And before we get to that, just so you know, I'm going to speak a little early. There's 10 seconds left on the live cast, but your boy just hit a first quarter fucking Sixers to win $100. Let's go. Ooh. Trying to prep myself for tonight. Sometimes you need to make yourself your own bankroll. Alright, and for the main fucking event, Kamaru Usman versus the piece of shit Colby Covington.
So, Kamaru Usman handed it to Colby Covington. Colby Covington did drop Kamaru in the first fight. Colby really hasn't really done anything since that fight. I mean, he beat Tyron Woodley, but that was Tyron Woodley on his way out of the UFC. Kamaru has proven that he is a champion and has gotten a fuck ton better than the last time that he faced Colby. I mean, I'm just going to come out and say it. Kamaru should fucking finish this fight and finish it within 2 rounds, speaking to what his last 3 fights have been. What does the fan in me want? The fan in me wants Colby to win. Mainly because I want to see number 3. I would love to see this run back again. The first fight was fucking amazing. The second fight is going to be amazing. And you know, I want a trilogy. But other than that, Kamaru, knock Colby's white trash ass out. All right.
Yeah, seriously. Fuck Kamaru or fuck Colby.
Fuck him, but I would love to see it a third time. That's the only reason why I would root for Colby. Other than that, I want Kamaru to take his fucking head clean off. But yeah, so I'm gonna go with Kamaru Usman. He's the reigning, defending, and still.
He's one of the scariest humans in the UFC.
And he should really just take Colby right the fuck out of there. And then maybe we move on to Hamzat and Hamzat Kamaru, and then we.
So this is the undercard. Bob, you can speak to the undercard. I'm gonna stay out of it because I have no idea.
The undercard, I still got a little bit to go with. Alex Pereira, I'm gonna take over Andreas, just because Alex Pereira was the guy that knocked out. What is he? So he is 3-1, but he also is a very accomplished kickboxer. I think he'll easily hand that. And then there's just a few others. Iaquinta, the fight goes the distance. I think that's very possible. Philip Hawes will probably win. And Garry wins inside the distance, and the first fight right off the bat, I'm gonna say that it doesn't go the distance, but all of that will be in the.
It'll be in the description.
And you'll know which way I'm going with that. All right, moving on to our worst sport right now.
It's alright, Bob.
But we're gonna make it our best. College football, baby.
There we go.
And I think we got some bangers. So
I think we got some bangers too.
Let's start off with Colorado State versus Wyoming.
And Bob brought this one to my attention. I was like, why the fuck that game? And he's like, well, look at it. And yeah, and basically Colorado State has blown out the teams that have blown out Wyoming. I know they're on the road. I think 3.5 is a fair number to lay in this game. I honestly don't know a dick about any of these teams, but just looking at the scores and looking at the fact that Colorado State has beaten teams that have beaten Wyoming, it's
yeah, and only laying 3.5 points. I think it should be closer to 10, just by how those teams have beaten Wyoming, where Colorado State has won by 7 points and Wyoming has lost by 10, and just like right down the list. So I think it's a safe bet to take Colorado State minus 3.5. I don't think anybody's really looking at it. I don't think there's a lot of money on it. I think it's one of those games that you just kind of find that diamond in the rough, and Vegas is never going to change the odds, and just take the free money where it is.
They definitely forgot about this one. So and I'm going to give all credit to Bob. It's a good find by Bob. This is an easy money win. Colorado State minus 3.5.
Let's move on to Wake Forest versus UNC. The over/under is 77.
I'm fading the sauce with the 77. I mean,
So if I fade you, I'm fading a fade?
So you fade. You fade Steve in November. But when Steve fades a fade, you still fade Steve. Yeah, so you might want to take the over in this one, okay? But as Sauce always says, shout out at 77. Vegas knows something. You take the over. I don't got the balls to take an over, saying that it's gonna go to 80 points. So I'm just taking the under simply because of how high the score, how high the number is.
All right. How about Baylor minus 6.5 against TCU?
I think Baylor's on a roll. Guys, this is a parlay game. This is not a straight bet game. I like it. It makes sense. But, I mean, TCU every single fucking year fucks me. Fucks me up. They're just that sleeper that's like, especially they're at home. The more I think about it, I don't know. Not a big fan of the game. If you have to bet the game, I would lay the 6.5 against TCU, but just be careful with that one. But it's on me. I'm taking Baylor 6.5.
How about Oklahoma State minus 3.5 against West Virginia? This is a me bet.
That's a you bet, yeah.
And we're wary of it. Trying to find it here. I mean, all the money's going that way. It's gone up from 2.5.
But West Virginia's got some road covers that are.
That's right. And that's what worries me about.
And they're at home, like.
Might want to just parlay Baylor and Oklahoma State together.
Small money.
Just see what happens. But now moving on to a lock. Michigan State minus 3 against Purdue.
Yeah, State's got this one. Yeah. Hopefully their eyes. The only thing is I could see them having a bit of a sleeper game, but
they haven't lost against the spread yet.
I don't see it. I think Michigan State's got something to prove this year.
They're right on the bubble.
I believe on those teams. No one ever expected them to be in this position at the start of the season.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're going to slow down. Against a team like Purdue, they're probably going to blow them out of the water. Michigan State minus 3. Taking that.
Oregon minus 7 against Washington.
I love this one.
But Oregon is not the team of old.
I know. They're 2-6 against the spread, but hey. I understand. Oregon, what? You told me to bet Oregon twice this year, and they both lost. You know what? Be a fucking man.
Third time's charm.
Third time's a fucking charm. Alright. If Michigan can beat Washington by 30 points, Oregon sure as shit will have it. And Oregon has more to play for because this is a fucking rivalry game. It's an in-conference rivalry game. On the road, they're gonna fucking tell their fans to shut the fuck up, let it rain, and be the sad fucks you are in Washington. So, I'm taking Oregon minus 7 all day. That's actually one of my favorite bets of the weekend.
Over Michigan State?
Yeah, over Michigan State.
Damn. USC plus 8.5.
I like USC plus 8.5. Herm Edwards, money's going that way, leaning that way. Herm Edwards, I like what he's got going on in Arizona State, but I think this is gonna be a close game. I don't know. I'd like to root for Arizona State too, but I mean 8.5. I just feel like it's way too much for this game. Numbers line up pretty fucking evenly, offensive and defensively. This should be more of a pick 'em, I feel like, and that's why I'm taking the points.
Woo! And then we are moving on to NFL.
The National Football League.
So we already told you about the Jets. Let's go Jets football.
Let's go Jets. No, actually, fuck Jets football. Hold on, let me have a little bit right
here. Alright.
What the fuck was that?
Oh my god. I don't know.
I mean,
the Bengals were up by 10.
By 10, with 7 minutes left. All we knew, I was like, as ugly as this game is, We are right there. All they do.
And as I'm watching it, I'm going, well, the Bills fucked up, and at least the Bengals have it. And then I watch the Bills fucking cover, and then
the Bengals lose the game.
I see on the ticker, the fuck? The Bengals lost the game?
Unreal. I mean, and I think it's a fluke. I mean, to be fair, Bob and viewers, we've been fucking betting against the Jets for almost a solid year and a half and been cashing in. So it was kind of due that one of these days that we were gonna fucking lose. So
fuck Jets football.
So with that being said, I'm gonna have to wait a week to bet against or for the Jets. I'm taking the under that no one scores 25 points.
I'm gonna take the over with the Jets. I think it's I don't know.
I believe in Mike White.
I believe in Mike White. You know, the Whites have been forgotten, Steve.
All right.
You know, they're just
canceled.
The Whites are always downtrodden. That's all I'm saying.
Unreal. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's like, what does Vegas know why they're fucking laying 10 points with the Colts? Like, it makes me want to take the Jets plus 10, but it's like...
Because it's their backup quarterback.
But I'll never bet the Jets. And honestly, Indies fucking are spread beaters. They're 5-3 against the spread this year. They're pretty good again. They're a good betting team.
They're only 1-3 at home though. But the Jets are 0-3 on the road.
10 points? It's Carson Wentz. Did you see the fucking the just like, oh no, you guys, I know, I'm trying to score a touchdown, and there's like 5 minutes left in the game, but no, you guys can score a touchdown in his own end zone. Getting to like, he was just like, nah, fuck it, you guys can have it. Like, what the fuck was that, bro?
Alright, well there's the Jets and the Colts. Let's move on.
I don't know if anybody fucking gained anything from that, but...
Moving on to the Raiders, -2.5 against the Giants. Over-under is 46.5.
Raiders, Giants, alright, this is another... death. Scandal. But we have a scandal death.
So
but someone else caused the death. Which causes a scandal.
So you bet against the scandal.
So you bet against the scandal because the death caused the scandal. So you can't bet the death. Death goes away, which turns into a scandal bet.
I'm following you on this nap.
So we're going Giants +3. Henry Ruggs. I mean, you know what? We're not even going to get political. Henry Ruggs fucked up, and he's going to help us make money. We're taking Giants +2.5.
Hell yeah. Falcons.
Scandal games.
Falcons, Saints -6. Over-under is 42. Fuck that game.
Yeah.
Bills -14.5 against the Jags. Over-under is 49.
Do you ride the wave?
I'm riding the wave, Bob. I'm riding the wave.
We got away with murder last week at laying 14 with the Bills. Double it down. Laying 14 with the Bills again. Fuck it. Got away with it last week. Worst comes to worst, we fucking end up even.
Alright. Browns, Bengals -2.5. Over-under is 47.
I like the over in this game.
Love the over in this game.
I think it's a typical AFC South game, especially with these teams. It's gonna turn into a shootout. They're gonna try to convince everyone in the media that they're gonna play a strong, hard-nosed football, fucking defensive game. Nah, fuck out of here. Joey B's gonna fucking throw a 60-yard pass to Jamar Chase in the first 5 minutes of the game, and Baker Mayfield's Mayfield's gonna look down the fucking sideline to his coach and be like, "And you want me to run the ball?" Yeah. And then they're just gonna start slinging the rock. I love this over. I think both teams are gonna score 30.
Patriots -4 against the Panthers. 41 is the over/under.
Yeah, Bob had some fucking conspiracy theories.
I
this
did.
Fucking game.
I did. I'm not gonna lie, I had this whole thing figured out that like if you take the over and you take them both not making 20 points, you cover and it's just an easy $50. But then Steve pumped the brakes on that and he's like, yeah, but what if it happens 24-17? I was like, yeah, but that's the small gap. He's like, yeah, it also could be 21-17 or 21-14 or it could be
27.
27.
What about 24-13? We got a lot of possibilities.
You got a lot more possibilities than you're thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? So yeah, just looking at it, I mean, the Panthers are frauds. Who knows with the Patriots? That over/under is pretty close. I'm saying fuck this game.
Yeah, fuck that game.
All right, moving on. Broncos, Cowboys. Cowboys are minus 9.5. Over/under is 49.
Whether Dak's playing or not, I got a feeling Broncos are gonna cover. I like Broncos plus 10. I know the Cowboys have not been riding the Cowboys all year. They're the only thing that's honestly been keeping me alive, but
7-0 against the spread.
They're due for a loss,
against
man.
a team that they should beat by 10 points.
I like the 10 points.
I understand that. Yeah, go to game day on that one and see if Dak is going to play. If Dak doesn't play, take the 10. If you think that Dak won't play, take the fucking 10. If Dak plays, that line's pretty fucking close. But he's also got a little bit of a beat up offense right now, and yeah, I understand it. Going the Broncos. I probably won't bet it, and I understand where Steve's coming from on this. That the Cowboys have to lose at some point in time against the spread. That might be their day. So yeah. Moving on, Vikings, Ravens. Ravens minus 6. Over/under's 49.5.
Ravens. See, I got a weird feeling that the Vikings are going to cover this one, but I might be wrong. Honestly, I'm probably definitely wrong. I do like Ravens coming off a bye week at home against the Vikings. The Vikings always play close games, man.
And
they always play close games, and 6 I feel like is enough to take the Vikings.
You look at any of their games, I think pretty much 6 points covers every single one of their games. So
I mean, because they either win by 3 points or lose by 3 points. They're always in close games. The Vikings are the one team in the NFL that always play to their competition. They'll beat the best team and then lose to the worst team. That's just that's who they are as a team. They play to their competition. They shit the bed against the worst teams and play their best game against the best teams. And that's why I kind of like them plus 6. I'm not saying they're gonna win, but I feel like 6 is enough to take.
Yeah, how many times have they even this season been blown out by more than 6?
And honestly, I mean, hey, trust in a shitty kicker. Dude's gonna miss a field goal. It's gonna be a field goal game, and he's gonna miss it. Covers your bet.
Texans, Dolphins minus 6.5 over/under. Yep. Chargers minus 1.5 against the Eagles. Over/under is 50.
It hates me to say it, but Chargers minus 1.5.
Yeah, I think the safer bet is the over. To be honest, and as much as I would love for your Eagles to lose a fucking game,
they've lost plenty this year.
Yeah, I know, but it would just be even nicer. That over looks a lot better. I think this is gonna be.
Yeah, you're right, because you know what?
I think this is gonna be a 25-30 kind of game. It's gonna be close to that 50, but I think we'll have it in the bag. To be honest with you. Moving on to the Packers, Chiefs minus 7.5. Over/under is 48.5.
Is it J Love? Is it pack time? I think J Love Chiefs kind of suck, man. Don't they?
Pack.
At 55%
But what is the pack without Aaron Rodgers?
Like, we'll find out. But also, what everyone said, what were the pack without wide receivers? And they beat the only undefeated team left. So, I mean, that just goes to show that they're a solid team.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't...
And Kansas City is not a solid team, so, like, I just... 7.5, I think that's a lot for even... And Jordan Love, like, you guys need to remember that the Packers were okay with fucking letting Aaron Rodgers go for Jordan Love this season. They were okay with him. And I think this is his game to break out. It's just, it's conspiracy theory, what you want to call it, but it all makes sense. This is going to be the game. He's going to come out, he's going to fucking operate the offense like nothing ever happened, like Aaron Rodgers isn't there, and then towards now there's going to be a fucking controversy of, oh, who the fuck do you want? I'm telling you, even back to win, bro, is a good bet. They're probably plus fucking 350. Kyler Murray's injured.
Yep.
He's a game time decision. Even if he plays, I don't know, man. I think I just stay away from this game.
I like the Cardinals for a little while, but yeah, we'll stay away from that game. Titans, Rams. Rams minus 7.5.
Yeah, Rams with Von Miller, a defense of stars. I mean, the Rams are really trying to redefine what defense is. Defense used to be a team thing. There was really no big names on defense, and now they're trying to like fucking LA Lakers with LeBron, their defense. I mean, if the Rams don't win a fucking Super Bowl in the next 2 years, they are gonna be fucked.
I kind of like the quote of the Rams picked Jared Goff as a first-round draft pick, so they just said, you know what? We fucked up with that. Let's just never have another first-round draft pick anymore.
You know what? Who needs the first-round draft picks? We'll just sign all the old ones. You guys pick them. We'll sign them later.
We'll sign them later.
Yeah. I mean, that entire Titans team is a whole different team without Derrick Henry.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to pick.
I think under.
I like the under as well. Be careful with this game.
Yeah. And then we move on to the Bears, Steelers. Steelers minus 6, over-unders 40.
I really like Steelers minus 6 simply because I don't see the Bears scoring more than fucking 10 points this game.
See, I like the under at 40. I like even better, neither team scores 25 points.
I like
minus
that.
Minus 103.
Sign me up for that one.
I'll take that all day.
Sign me up for that one. No team reaches 25. Sign me up for that one all fucking day long.
And that's about it. So yeah, so pay attention to Twitter, especially coming up, because what happens on Tuesday, Steve?
College football, college basketball, baby!
Woo!
Under City. Hey.
Unders.
Oh, this game's happening? Yeah, I'll take the under. What game's happening? Under. Oh, they said it's 98 points? Under. Yeah. I mean, this is money. It's a cash cow for us. First 2-3 weeks of college basketball. I mean, I'll just tell you right now. I'm just gonna be like under, and then there might be one game where I'm like, yeah, I kind of like this spread.
For two guys that can't shoot a fucking free throw, we love college basketball. We do very well in college
This is our moneymaker machine. I mean, and that's why I was coming to us saying, hey, we kind of made it through the first quarter a little up. We're not happy about it. We do expect ourselves to be a bit better, but we're kind of rolling into a season where real moneymaker right that. College basketball is our cream of the crop. So next week, tune in next week, and we're gonna have some fucking good ones.
And pay attention to Twitter. Tip-off is on Tuesday, and we obviously won't film until Thursday. So we'll have a few games right off the bat. If not, we might just wait until the weekend for college basketball. We'll see what happens. In the description, and good luck and Gramble On.